you want real muscle growth, then you need exercises that are chosen for stimulus and not just popularity. In this video, I'm giving you the most effective exercises to build muscle. I'll show you the exact rep ranges, the best technique, how to progress, and the mistakes that keep people from growing. Quick note, muscle growth requires 3 things: mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and of course, progressive overload. So these exercises maximizes all of those factors when done correctly and when combined with proper nutrition and smart programming. In no particular order, the number 1 exercise is a barbell back squat. If you want leg mass and total body hormone-friendly stimulus, the barbell back squat is still king. So when it comes to technique, you want to have your feet roughly shoulder width apart, your toes slightly pointed out, and let the bar sit across your rear delts and not your neck. And when you're doing a squat, you want to make sure that you are squeezing your core. So put a lot of tension in your core. When it comes to your squat depth, aim for at least parallel. When it comes to your sets, reps, and just your progression in general, aim for about 3 to 5 sets at around 5 to 8 reps for mass focus and progressive overload. Once you can comfortably do about 8 reps with good form, then that's time for you to progress. So add about 2.5 kg or 5 kg plates and progress from there. And the reason why squats build muscle is because it has high mechanical tension around your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves, and it's just great for overall lower body growth. Next on the list is a Romanian deadlift, and this is a great glute and hamstring builder. If you want thicker hamstrings, if you want stronger glute ham ties, then the RDL is a must. It teaches you hip hinge and creates huge eccentric tension. And when it comes to technique, make sure that you have a soft knee. So make sure that there is a slight bend in your knee. And an RDL is not a squat, so you are hinging. Your hips move back as you lower the bar or the dumbbell, whatever weight you're using. So you want to keep the weight close to your legs and maintain a neutral spine, which just means having your chest up, chin tucked, and your shoulder blades slightly retracted. And when you are going down, the stop position is usually when you just feel a deep stretch in your hamstrings. Do not round your back. Do not go all the way to the floor. When you get to your shin and you feel the stretch in your hamstrings, that's usually when you should stop performing the movement. And when it comes to sets and progression, when you're doing an RDL, aim for about 3 to 4 sets at about 6 to 10 reps. And also use slower eccentrics. So you want to have like a 2 to 3 second movement or tempo in order for you to maximize tension in your muscles. You can progress when doing an RDL by increasing your tempo or just increasing your load or adding band resistance. And the reason why an RDL builds muscle is because it loads the posterior chain under stretch. And this is prime for growth in your glutes and your hamstrings. The next exercise is an incline or a decline barbell bench press or dumbbell bench press. For chest mass, horizontal pressing is non-negotiable, whether it's flat for total thickness or an incline to emphasize the upper chest and front delts. And when it comes to technique, you want to have your feet stable, have a slight arch in your lower back, your shoulder blades should be pinched together, and the bar path should be roughly over the mid chest. I personally like to use a dumbbell to perform my chest presses, and you just want to drive through your heels and drive your weights up and slightly back, keeping a slight bend in your elbows, and control your eccentric. When it comes to sets and reps and progression when doing this exercise, you want to aim to do about 3 to 4 sets at 6 to 10 reps. Use micro loading to keep steady progress. And the reason why this exercise builds muscle is because heavy horizontal loading provides localized mechanical tension for pectorals and recruits your triceps and your anterior delts. Next exercise is a pull-up or a chin-up, a vertical pull. You can do these exercises weighted, non-weighted, assisted. For back width and overall upper body mass, I love doing pull-ups. If you can't do body weight reps yet, you can use negatives or assisted variations, but build to unassisted first. And when it comes to your technique here, you just want to lead with your chest and not your chin. Think bringing your chest to the bar. Also for hypertrophy, your control and getting full range of motion is king. And then when it comes to your progression with your sets and your reps, aim to do 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 10 reps. And of course, like I said, you can progress by simply just adding weights and making it a weighted pull-up. The reason why this exercise builds muscle is because heavy vertical pulling recruits your lats, your biceps, and the posterior chain of your upper body, and it creates long muscle fiber tension, which is great for building muscle and just building a wide back. The next exercise on the list is a barbell row. Rows hit the mid and upper back differently than pull-ups. They build thickness and spinal stability. And some coaching cues here: you want to keep your chest upright and just pull the weights to your belly and then reset. Make sure that you squeeze your lats and avoid arm only pulling. Okay, so you want to feel your back doing the work. And when it comes to your sets, reps, and just your progression in general, aim to do about 3 to 4 sets of about 6 to 10 reps. And the reason why this exercise builds muscle is because rowing brings high mechanical tension to rhomboids, traps, your lats, all while challenging your posterior chain coordination. The next exercise is a standing overhead shoulder press. This is just to build shoulder mass and to build stability. If you want full upper body thickness and just defined shoulder caps, then the standing barbell or dumbbell shoulder press is essential. It's also one of the best tests of your core stability. And when it comes to your technique, you want to have your feet hip width apart and your full body tight, okay? And you're just pressing the bar overhead in a slightly curved path so it ends over mid-foot. And don't overarch your lower back. Brace your core and your posterior chain and lock out fully, and then control on that descent. And when it comes to your steps, reps, and your progression, you want to aim to do about 3 to 5 sets of this exercise at about 5 to 8 reps for mass and also for strength. And you can also use dumbbells at times in order to fix any imbalances. The reason why this exercise builds muscle is because compound overhead pressing builds the delts and recruits the triceps and traps, all while demanding full body stabilization. And the last exercise on my list is a Bulgarian split squat. This exercise is for single leg work and to build unilateral mass and stability. You can't build balanced legs by just doing bilateral work, and that's one of the reasons why I love a Bulgarian split squat, because it works your quads and your glutes, and it isolates any weaknesses and raises overall training stimulus. When it comes to your technique, you just want to elevate your rear foot on a bench or a box and have your front foot far enough forward that your knees track over your ankle. And then you're just lowering until your front thigh is parallel, and then drive back up through your heels. Now, when it comes to your sets and your reps, aim to do about 3 to 4 sets of this exercise at about 8 to 12 reps. You're doing this per leg. And of course, you can use a dumbbell, you can use a barbell, or you can even do this exercise on a Smith machine for added load. The reason why this exercise builds muscle is because unilateral work fixes imbalances and it increases mechanical tension per leg. And of course, it adds metabolic stress, which is all great for hypertrophy. Let's put this all together into an actual training program. Option A, upper and lower body, 2 to 4 days a week. You have your upper body day where you're doing bench press, pull-ups, barbell row, overhead press, and then you have an accessory movement for either your bicep curls or your triceps. And then your lower body day, you have a squat, an RDL, Bulgarian split squat, and then you throw in an accessory movement for your calves or your core. And then option B, you have push-pull legs, push exercises, you have incline dumbbell press and overhead press, and then throw in an accessory. For your pull exercise, you have weighted pull-ups or assisted pull-ups, you have a barbell row and an RDL, and then for your legs, you have a squat, Bulgarian split squat, and then you throw in an accessory movement. And then when it comes to weekly volume guidance, aim for 10 to 20 working sets per major muscle group per week, depending on your age and just your training experience. Start lower if you're new and then gradually increase. Make sure that you're tracking all of your lifts, so track your sets, track your reps. And that is it for the video. As usual, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next one.